In this video, I'm going to talk about Southbridge. I talked about Northbridge in a previous video. Now, Northbridge is directly connected to the CPU. Most often, the Southbridge will be connected to the Northbridge, which would then be connected to the CPU. Now, when it comes to Northbridge, it's primarily integrated with your RAM and your video card, and that's because the CPU can send a request out through the Northbridge to your RAM, to your video card, and those are very fast processes. But not everything in a computer is as fast as the RAM and the video card. A perfect illustration of this would be the hard drive, or your disk burner, or a USB device. This would be the responsibility of the Southbridge. So what would happen is the CPU would send a request through the Northbridge to the Southbridge to access your hard drive, your USB ports, your disk burner, and other devices, even like your, in the old days you'd have your modem, or you'd have a sound card, or something like that, which operates slower than, say, your video card or your RAM. And so what the computer would do is it would send a signal from the CPU through the Northbridge to the Southbridge to access these wonderful extra little devices on your computer. And so therefore that's what the Southbridge was there for. The Northbridge-Southbridge architecture is pretty much obsolete these days. If you have Windows Vista, you have a whole different system now. And don't ask me what that is, because I really don't know myself. But it's really super integrated now. Your dual-core processors, your quad-cores, they operate very differently than what the old microprocessors did back in the days of Windows XP and even before that. So if you have Windows XP, there's a chance you may have a Northbridge-Southbridge architecture. If you have Vista, it's more likely you have something completely different. And you can talk to your computer manufacturers about this, and they may be able to explain it to you. They may not. I don't know. But at least now you know what a Southbridge is. Alright, I will talk about more computer terms and mathematical terms in a future video. Stay tuned.